So tell me, what is up? What do we need to do? How do we need to organize?
The important thing about this is that the word has to get out. People have to see what happened here. When you have something like this, the key is to shine a light on it. Post about it, social media, Twitter, Facebook, we should see it trending everywhere. This is national news. The fact that someone would so blatantly, the leader of the party would so blatantly absolutely ignore the rules and the will of the people and just look in their face and pretend that they are saying other than they are. It's just insane. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the National Party distances themselves. It was absolutely telling about the way the Nevada State Democratic Party has been operating.
So talk to me about the lawsuit that was filed on Friday, because people were asking me about that, and I had no idea other than it was filed.
It was not filed Friday, it was heard Friday.
Okay.
It was an emergency suit to try to force them to allow Bernie delegates to run for the party leadership.
Okay, but didn't they, in the rules, give themselves permanent Supreme Court level lifetime appointments?
Well, there were two parts, and that was part of what it was. There are two governing bodies in the state party, the executive board and the central committee. The central committee, they changed, the state law says has to be reelected every 2 years. They changed the rules to say that only the people who don't want to stay on their position have to be reelected. Anyone who wants to can stay as long as they want. The other part of the lawsuit was that once they realized that there were enough Bernie delegates to take over the leadership of the executive board, they changed the deadline date for applying, 12 hours after they found that out. And so the other part of the suit was these people suing because they changed that deadline to be nominated with no notice. So we only had 2 Bernie people running for 12 seats here.
Wow.
When we had a majority of Bernie people voting and wanting to vote for people who represented their interests, but no option to because there were no nominations.
Okay. So everybody live subscribe, because we are going to be getting more on what is happening live with this Bernie. Thank you so much for talking with us and what's going on. So really so everybody said it's in the hands of the lawyers now. So what is next? Yes, we're going to get it on Twitter. Everybody live subscribe. Everybody retweet. Everybody share this. This is the information that needs to get out. Now, she had an open motion. She did not second it. She did not close it. Then she opened a new motion, closed the whole darn thing. The nays had it, and she said the ayes have it, and then she gavelled it closed. What does that mean? We didn't get our delegates. We didn't get our anythings. We didn't get our alternates.
Delegates. The vote was clearly against adjournment. There was an open motion, a properly brought open motion on the floor that for a recount that she ignored. So when there's an open motion, you can't raise a new motion.
Right.
Now, that being said, this isn't law we're talking about, it's Robert's Rules of Order.
But they didn't do Robert's Rules of Order, they did Roberta's Rules of Order.
Indeed. And the problem there is what the problem we had in our court case on Friday, where the judge refused to get involved because he said that courts shouldn't get involved in internal party politics. Now, our claim was we just want them to be forced to follow their own rules.
You were not looking for a decision so much as a finding of fact, which he refused to do.
We actually asked for an injunction to require our people to be allowed to be on the ballot.
Got it.
And we asked for a declaratory judgment. We did not ask for damages or anything of that sort. All we wanted was to just give people the opportunity to vote for who they wanted to vote.
Okay. And the judge did not want to get involved in that.
Correct. He concluded, and I think legally incorrectly, that the Constitution doesn't allow it, that it that he seemed to be of the belief that any interference with party politics by the state government is per se a violation of freedom of association.
Okay.
I believe
I can see how he would use that as a scapegoat idea.
The case law does not support that. The case law says it can be, but the case law requires a detailed examination of balancing the state interest versus the harm. And there's simply no way that they had an interest harmed there that balances against the interest of the right to vote and the right to have meaningful choices at the voting booth.
Okay, so she adjourned without a proper so she adjourned without a proper motion. She gavelled it even though we said nay, we didn't want to do it. Now what? Other than this is a national news story, do social media, share, everybody live subscribe. But now what is our legal option? Do we have a legal recourse?
Legal recourse is going to be very limited.
Yeah.
The real recourse is the attention, the media coverage, the people's reaction. If people see the parties fighting to keep hold of the existing power structure this hard, I'm sorry, but people aren't going to stay with the party.
Right.
The Democratic Party touts itself as being the party of liberty and honesty and all these things, and it is showing a much uglier face right now. And I think it's losing a lot of people who are ready to jump into this party.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, hi. So, did you want to talk?
I'd really love to, but I want to be able to get my thoughts straight. I'm super tired. My voice is thrashed. Is there a chance that I can contact you when we're back in Washoe? Are you based in Vegas or are you in Washoe?
I'm in Washoe. Yeah, you totally can.
Okay, what's your name?
Adrian Ashley. I'm
On Adrian Ashley.
Adrian Ashley.
Okay, cool. I'll get him.
Okay, awesome. So you just heard what's going on when it comes to the potential lawsuit. Tomorrow there is my glasses are like totally reflecting. Here we go. Okay. There's a lawsuit that's going to be filed. There is a protest at 10 o'clock tomorrow. But more than that, social media. Tell all of your friends. Share it. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Reddit. Do it now. Share, because this is a really big deal. And on top of that, the protest tomorrow at 10 o'clock. We just found out, we have to have a permit in order to assemble. Otherwise, it will be trespassing. And people will be arrested. So this is a really big deal. We don't want to get arrested. We left peaceably, albeit a little loud, rightfully so. But we did leave, and I don't think anybody got arrested, but I did actually leave before the last person left. I was not the last woman standing because I promised I wouldn't get arrested. I hope you don't mind that I did that. But we are out here. I have not heard from anyone that anybody got arrested. I think we did leave peaceably. There is going to be a protest, but where at 11:05 on a Saturday night do you get a permit for a protest for the next day? There were some officers that just walked by. They don't look too stressed out. Probably didn't arrest anybody. Okay, so that's it for right now. I'm going to go find out some more information. If I get any more tonight, I will tell you. If I don't, I won't, and I'll just see you tomorrow because apparently I'm going to be at a protest at 10 o'clock in the morning when I thought I was going to be at the pool. Okay, bye.